Hello and welcome. It is I, Rob. We're back again for some more automation in campaign mode. This is a part 2. Feel free to visit the description to find play 1. Let's continue. If you didn't want to visit the first one, here's a little recap how we're doing. We have some cars. We have 4 cars on the go, 2 different trims and 2 different factories and all that sort of stuff. Headquarters is level 3. Here we go, some stats for you. Car projects, like to say, we've only got 4 on the go. They're okay, they're cars, they're doing their things. We have some engines for them. Factories, we got 4 lots of factories. Yes, there we go. Why is this a thing now? Build new factory configuration. Okay, so we can edit it. That's not a problem. And then we have our money problems. Yeah, we're doing money stuff. We are slightly in a profit at the moment, but it's only barely. We've got to be very careful with our next step in this video. We don't really need to look at this right now. Marketing is so forth. 85 grand we're spending, and we're marketing, and we're selling some cars here and there. Research, we got no research going on. That's probably a good thing because it's going to cost us a lot of money. Here's our car stats. We got these beautiful ones in engineering, and we got these 2 in production. Our engines are not very friendly apparently, but only by a small margin in the tax capacity. I'm hoping the citizens in our little country will still buy them. The sales breakdown, I never really look at this. I probably should do. Maybe one day when I'm actually doing okay. We have 24 game score points because, you know, we're very new at this. But we are still learning and still progressing and able to keep the game flowing a bit longer every time. So we're looking at our money. Car production is going to take a hit, especially when the engine factory comes in. So I do hope our sporty cars do sell. Affordability ratio is looking a bit low. I wonder if I should be editing them so they can be a bit cheaper. Supply and demand though, I have no idea where I'm looking. So hopefully we are going to be selling them. We are selling some, so that's good. Let's have a look at our diary. So the next car is going to be a little while yet. So I'm thinking we'll have to skip a bit and then do a facelift on the cars we originally built, the sporty ones, and bring them out in good time hopefully, and then have a nice crossover. That must be the next step. So let's build a sporty car. Do we do it now? No, I think we should skip a little bit so that hopefully some research or something like that will come along. I think a good year maybe, and we'll keep an eye on the profits and hopefully sell some cars. But obviously we've got to be wary that when the engine factory comes in, we will start losing some money probably. Oh, we're 5 million up. That's nice to see. There's our stats here. Oh, we do have a slight recall warning, which is quite annoying. It's a low risk, so we could do nothing. Hope for the best. Problem doesn't manifest into a scandal. I'm too scared to push that button, so I'm going to do a quiet recall. Then we have our financial year of 22.5 million in car sales. Good, lovely stuff. We've just got to be careful that we don't start overdoing it with our expenses and overheads. So let's look on here. I think we can. It's been a year, so maybe we'll skip 6 months and then we'll do our facelift. Yeah, so I've skipped 6 months now. We can see sales are starting to not look the best, so I think it's time we definitely did a facelift. So car projects, there's our sporty ones. Open this up and click facelift. Hopefully it won't need too much adjusting. Now I believe in the headquarters we can only facelift the body at the moment because we're still building another engine. We're going to do 2 bodies and 1 engine at a time. So the engine will have to stay as it is, unfortunately. And hopefully we can improve the stats. And they seem happy enough. But we'll see if we can make them a little bit better without over-engineering it. Because obviously we don't want the cost of things to go up. It is sporty, and it is a sports car we're making, so that's fine. The drum brakes, we haven't got any upgraded drum brakes yet. We can definitely lower the force though. Aero, we can maybe slap that on as it ups the reliability. And oh, what? They did not like me adding the skid pan in, even though it adds a bit of aero. Maybe all the weight and the adjustment to the steering put it off too much. So our steering, we are drivable rather than more sporty, but we're getting sporty-ish. I don't want to over-tune the car because then it might scare some people off. So we up our safety by 1. What engineering problems does that give us? 33, whereas it's 27 at the moment. It's 5 more. It's quite a big jump, that is. Now, interior, luxury, standard sort of stuff. I haven't made it heavy. What about the balance? The balance is 55 in the front. It only weighs 828 kilograms. So the car's fine. We could keep just selling this same car. I don't see that being a huge problem. We'll have a look what it looks like at the end. We can always sell it, maybe that's a bit more of a discount. No, we got 104 rating, so that's still good. So let's go back through this one, do the same sort of thing. Again, they seem to like the convertible a lot more than the normal car, but who's going to complain? So how many months is this going to take? 16.7 months for the refresh. Probably should have done this maybe a little bit sooner. I've got to take in mind, I keep thinking I'm doing things too soon, but I'm not, because they take months or years to get a new one out. So yeah, I probably should have gone back 6 months or something, but it's fine. 2 million costness, we're still learning, I don't mind that. What's the engine? We didn't refresh the engine, so we could keep using the same factory, so that's fine there, that's all good then. The car, we'll just make sure that's now selecting the new ones. Do we have an overlap? No. We'll get rid of the old ones. There we go. This stuff looks pretty normal to me. Making a chunk of money. Reliability is good. Well, a recall. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's check the forecast. Profits. Lovely. We got 123% profit, so we can bring that down and might make even more sales. Let's see what it's like at 100. So we've got 5 million in the top first year, so we will make it a little bit cheaper. Calculate the difference. We do make more money making it a bit cheaper and more affordable. So where's affordability? Do we have that as a stat? Maybe not. We are just about keeping up with estimated and required. So maybe we'll just leave it as it is. I think that's fine. We're making money. That's good. The dates are there. They're about right. I don't know, because we didn't choose engine. Engine would normally go in there and here, but we don't need to worry about that. I'm pretty sure. I hope. Because we ain't up facelifted. Yeah, the engine's fine. We didn't touch the engine. It's going to be coming from the same factory. Hoo-ha. 2.75 million. We don't need a loan, thank you. And let's proceed. Accept. Right, so that's going to be a new facelift on the way. So that's going to be the light cars, isn't it, surely? The compact cars, and this is going to be our sporty ones. Go over to the home hub. I'm not going to touch any of the other settings yet, because we're still not making a huge amount of money. And, oh, this one's now had a boost of popularity. I have no idea why, but that's now started selling some more. I'd like to get these cars on the go and sort of see how much money we're making there. So let's skip forward a whole year. So we get to see a financial year come up. Lovely. And then we get this car that's now going to be produced. Brilliant. And then we'll see what sort of money we're at. Quality issue at the cheapo place. It's a medium. I'm still going to do a quiet recall. Right, so we're negative 2 million at the moment, but the next facelift is going to start very soon as well, and we are already selling the convertible apparently. Oh, we all got pre-orders on the convertible. I'm guessing that's what that means. And these cars, they have took a bit of profit. It just got to overcome the new factories or something like that, I'm guessing. So let's skip forward to the release of these cars. And that was going to be the new sporty car that released. Going to the new final tax year. And now I think it's time, because we've got nothing engineering, so we may as well do something. And that's probably, we're only just about losing money. Hopefully that comes back round soon. We are making sales. There's the sporty ones. There's a bit of interest. So we are making sales now. The car slowly coming, because in this car's only just launched, it's overtaken this one quite dramatically. I think it's facelift time of the tinier cars. And what's our markets looking at? I don't want to spend too much money advertisement and stuff. We're only at 88,000 though, it's not much. Let's bump it up a little bit. Prestige. We are reliable and we do goods. They're selling quite well, the lorries, the light trucks. Let's get that going. 204,000. Let's hope that's not pushing it. And we can still make some pennies. We don't really have much of a profit like. But okay, let's now facelift these little ones. Or do we start... Actually, I want to make some money first. I want to start a new sports car. Get a new body on the go. But I can't really do that. Unless we facelift now the sports car. Now everything's free, we can do an engine. And the sports car is very popular. Let's facelift the sports car once again. So you, open project, and this time we're going to do the engine. I don't think you guys need to see this all go through again, unless something drastically changes, and I'll let you know. Okay, yeah, we made a new engine, facelift, and it's got a supercharger stuck to it. Why not? We need to start improving our learning on superchargers, making it more familiar so it's cheaper. So why not start now with this facelift? We do have everything else basically the same as it was before. Nothing really too important to be worried about there. So, and hopefully that will start helping for this sort of stuff, you know, the safety and all that. We do have a safe car, and it is hitting the emission standards that we need to be hitting, which is now, I think. I don't know. Not sure. That's alright, safety, that one. This is emission. No, that's engine capacity. Okay, no emissions yet, but it's no harm in trying to get ready for them. The engine is still quite big, but we stuck a supercharger on it, so it'll make people happy anyway. Let's go check over the car now. It's going to have different balance and stuff and different top speed. We need to change all that. We're making this car. Got to keep in mind my budget is about £6,000, so we can make some alright profit on top. Obviously, the cheaper we do and the better stats, the more money we can make. At the moment, I'm at 4,220, so it's quite a cheap sports car that people do want to buy. So let's see if we can maybe improve the reliability and things like that. Okay, I spent all my pennies. It has a blue line, but doesn't tell me what it is. But the normalized desire is 192 on sport. On sport convertible is 205. On super it's 178. On light sport premium 174. Basically, a lot of clientele will hopefully want to buy this car. So that's a good sign, and it should be cheap and popular. And I've got quite a lot of tuning done. I don't really need to do more. So let's just make the convertible and be done with it. That is one beautiful looking car. Vroom vroom. Daddy wants to take you for a drive. I just realised what this car was missing. It doesn't have a side pipe. This sort of car would love a side pipe, but the doors are quite low. It means the exhaust would be sitting very low to the floor, which I never actually did put an exhaust in this car, which is quite ironic. The reason why is because I like taking pictures from the front, so people don't really see the back when you take pictures. But this is a car that maybe we should make properly and put into BeamNG. Would you guys like to drive this car? Let me know in the comments. Or is it maybe before we make a new car and end this car, when it's at its most prime, we will do the interior and we'll export it to BeamNG, make all the props move and that, sort the lights out, and I'll let you guys have a little play and we'll do a little video in BeamNG. Convertible sports car, normalized Desire, 500. I never had that before. Mental. And I've actually got a bonus. What? I've never seen a bonus be on there. Convertible bonus. Sweet. It's that close to being like a supercar. I wonder if we could just make another model and call it a supercar. I don't know what other we've got. Depends on the body shape though, doesn't it, really? Is there any that prefers a sedan or like a hatchback or something? Can we make a hatchback version of this? Would that be cool? Let me have a little ganders. And not necessarily go for anything just yet. I might just end up deleting it. In this body, there's only hatchbacks and coupes. We could choose a hatchback. It does look quite cool. The car it comes up as is more of a city premium car or sport budget still, but we don't want it as a sport car because we get more of a bonus from having the right body shape. So maybe we'll tune this up a little bit, make it more of a city premium car, see if that works. There we go, we sort those stats out just about. They're over the 100%, which is I like to see. There's a bit of a price penalty, but there are some of the markets close by that will buy it, so let's continue, I think. Ooh, but then when you get it here, it's not so happy. So I'm just going to stick with these two cars that I know are good, and maybe think about that in the future. But yeah, I'm happy with those stats. Let's just sort the factories out so they all line up. We all know the deal. We've got to try and make it cheap. 2 million is quite cheap. 22 months, which is what, just shy of 2 years. So we keep this facelift as that sort of time. There is a new engine sort of thing, so we need to bring this down. Let's make it a bit more, faster. A bit more faster. There we go, 5 million, it's not too bad. And we're going to need the old factory, which was this one. So we're going to change this to this engine now. Hopefully that don't stop my production. Does it stop your production if you do that? Do I need production of variant? Surely this only kicks in when the next warehouse kicks in, surely. That's how it works. So we need to now link it to the car factory, which is the fancy one. We're going to now select you guys and discontinue you guys. We are definitely making enough engines still. Definitely making some profit still. You got some warnings, but no red flags. So let's continue. Oh, what was the quality report on that? Let me have a look again. No, okay, quality report's okay. Not a problem there. So we look at our profit. We're making profit. Yes. This one. Why are we not got this at 100 like the other one? Yeah, more profit. Or should we balance it out? Right, we'll do 90 and we'll do 90. I know it's not equal balancing, but there we go. More profit. Lovely stuff. And we're keeping up with the engine nurse. Well, they're close by. That's good enough for me. That's all lining up. Making money. Sign it off. Do we need to borrow any? 9 million. No loan. Thank you very much. Sign that new facelift off. So that's going to come. Oh, Christmas. Someone's going to be buying a car for Christmas. That's going to be kicking in there. So we can do a new facelift on this, guys. When did we last do one? Not long ago. But we do need to consider it. So I'm thinking, just to spread the money out, we skip forward about 6 months. And then okay, production, that's fine, it's picking up. Not a problem. No harm. And then we plan to do another facelift. How are we doing for money? Money is tanking a little bit. We are selling the joyful cars, so they're selling now. And the sporty cars are just about keeping up. Do we need to make a higher production of the sporty cars? No, I think we'll be alright for a little bit. These are going to go really well, I think. We're selling 204 high sales, so we are down in sales apparently. We've got delivered, pre-ordered, produced. Total highest is historic sales 5,400. So we do well here and there. So I do think it's time for a facelift. Obviously we can't do the engine on this one. It's literally just going to be click through the stats, make sure they look okay, hit our budgets. Like, well, I mean, what are we doing? Is it, what are we trying to aim for? A city car. We're not doing very good at a city car. The other car did better at that. So here's the city car. What's our budget? Our budget's 4.5-ish. And we can make maybe 9. So let's try and keep it cheap, but still hit all their criteria. They're not happy, are they? I remember it not being that good last time. So we can't just drop the other engine in. I wonder what happened if we... I don't think it would fit, would it? What happens if we look at the other engines? Yeah, too big. So only this little inline 4 is going to do the trick. And we've got to try and work some magic in these stats, have we? Oh, they're a bit more better. It was a budget fun car, apparently. Let me just... We need to make it a bit more sporty if we want it to be a proper fun car. Maybe I've made mine too sporty. Reliability. We need this car to be reliable. We need this car to be drivable and have a good amount of passengers. We go to our interior and we can crank that up. And now it's low comfort. But we do make luxury interior. But how much are we spending now? Way over budget. So we can't put luxury interior in. Put premium and luxury, because that's not too much to put decent stereo in. We can click on this to see hopefully where we're lacking. They don't like the amount of people we've got in the seat, but this many? Seat count's too many, and it makes it uncomfortable. This, okay, we've got 65, 61. Okay, so they do want the 3 seats in the back. It's just drivability is mainly the main thing, apparently. And fuel economy. So maybe we don't want to work on the engine though. We can't work on the engine. So I think this is basically the best we can do with this car. Not much more modding. Let me have a little look though on my own. Right, I've managed to get the car up to 76. What's that even going to look like when we get through the next window? Is it going to look bad? 68. It's pretty bad. See what we can do with the van. Right. Well, they're not doing that well, are they? They're not doing that well. Do I have to do? I think. I'm sure we can still sell some and make a little bit of profit. Oh, they're such bad margins. But the old ones are doing even worse margins. We'll definitely need to do the engine at some point. But this will have to do for this facelift. Right, check all the stats. Make sure they all line up. Oh, the engine... Oh, the engine don't matter, does it? It's all about this one. So we just try and get it cheap. Cheap. Faster. It's faster's going to make it cheaper, isn't it? Still learn a bit, though. And... that will do. That will have to do. That one don't matter. That one does. This does. Let's change the cars. There we go. Making some profits. That's what we want to see. And then check the graphs. We're required. We're always making under what's required. So we're making profit. 40. I don't like these cars that much. So let's bring it down to 30. I think it's more fair for the customer. 4 million to 2 million. That's not a good idea. Let's put it back to 40. I think obviously because of material costs and things like that, we're just not going to make the margins. So let's leave that as 40. We're actually lower. So we put it as 45. Do you think we could get away with being cheeky? We can get away with being cheeky. Leave it as 45, a little bit more expensive car. But it's a good car. We've upped the quality on it. So all that lines up. That's good. Ready to go. Do we need a loan? No loan. Thank you very much. Agreed. Paying for this one out of my own money. So, does that finish quite soon? It does. It finishes before the next car even finishes. So that's going to be interesting, isn't it? If we get to 1952, we'll have some new body shapes, surely, so we can make a nice sporty model, a brand new one. We can extinct the old one, and then upgrade some of the technology. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Depending on money, if we can get these guys to actually start selling. Well, that is what we need to do. But then, is the marketing a problem? Maybe we need to do better research, marketing. We are spending quite a lot. Actually, I put that up last time, didn't I? Research. We do need to do research, but it's just going to cost us more money. I need to have a little deep dive on my own, really, just to go over the stats to see what's worth adding. Because everything at the moment is just going to probably start tanking our profits. We want to be careful considering we're not even making anything at the moment. So let's skip through. I kind of want to skip the whole 1951. I can't do anything anyway. So if we can get through to this year without any major problems, you start making some car sales. That'd be nice. No sales yet. We are tanking in the profits. We're not making any money. But we are trying to produce factories and stuff though, aren't we? So maybe we've got to stop over producing cars, because I think they're tanking our profits. Now we're not making any factories. We're at 2 million. I kind of feel like we need to go another year just to actually see some sort of progression from sales. Hopefully. Oh, it's not looking good, people. Still got some money in the bank. We're only tanking 1 million every month. Right. What's happening? We are selling things. What's wrong with our overheads? Car production is costing us 3 million. Loan repayment is 2.76 million. That is a lot for the loan. Can we consolidate the loan? So loan amount. So these are two loans at quite a high interest. We only got a credit score rating 3.5. What's the interest you would give me if I consolidate this loan? That's what I need to know. That's the important thing. Well, I suppose what's the monthly payments? Loan interest, total amount, loan predicted cost. Create a new loan to consolidate multiple loans. Yeah, but if I push that, is it just going to... Okay, no, it's not. Good. Right, the interest rate's higher, which is annoying, but how much we're paying back monthly? Monthly interest. Monthly payments. Monthly payments are more than what I'm paying now. 2.6 million. So it's 2 point... It's just shut. It's no point. No point doing it. It's not going to benefit me. I'll have to wait till my credit score gets better, and then maybe they'll give me my loan, which isn't going to happen for a little while. We need better car sales. That's what we need. Maybe marketing. We need to use them all up. How many are we using? 4. So I want to use 5. Are we comfortable? People carrying fuel efficiency. People like fuel efficiency. Look, we're going down hard, right? Let's get some sales out. More marketing. 1 million a month. Is that a month or is it yearly? Total marketing costs. Cost penalties. Cost penalties? Oh, we're going to do 3. I'm an idiot. Okay, so that won't be helping. Let's get rid of... We are racing. We're doing lorries that are reliable. Reliable. Oh, we have got prestige, don't we? No, let's get rid of prestige. We keep just those 3 at 5. 600,000. No cost penalties anymore. Right, let's skip it. 6 more months and hopefully we start seeing some sales. Mate, it's stagnant, isn't it? It's round that mark. We need to make some more money. I'm going to have to do a new car. But we'll save that for the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. We're getting somewhere. You basically watch me just learn how to play this game and balance it all. And when I can play this game comfortably, we'll start doing some more crazy editing and taking these cars for spins in BeamNG and extending the episode so you can enjoy it a bit more. Because at the moment, we're probably like halfway through the game. I wouldn't be shocked. What year are we on? And what year do we get to? 2020, isn't it? So we only got 56, 70, 67 more years to go. Okay, we're not too far into it. We can come back round, I hope, and do some beautiful cars. What cars do you think we should be doing? I think maybe a supercar next would be quite cool. We are a high-end car company, and there are supercars available. Let's look at the budget thing. We could try and get the luxury in there. We could try and get GT, supercars, just because they look cool, don't they? Get a track car, and they got the better margins for making profits. You just don't sell as many of them, so you got to make sure you make them good. Like my other cars, well, they're very good, so I don't know why they're not making me loads. We need to get our retainment back from the monies that we're selling. But yeah, we got sports, and we got obviously these little cars. They're not making loads; they're just trickling money. There's only like trickle money cars in that make a bit more. The commuter cars. They maybe double your money. Maybe we should make a commuter. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. In the next one. Bye-bye. Keep it real. Stay safe. Share that love. Hello and welcome. You amazing person. My name is Rob. And I am the Manic Gaming Guy. Today, we'll be playing some automation in campaign mode. Continuing on with the UK themed factory we got going on. With some sporty numbers and some nice little cheap runarounds. Let's go see how the stats are looking. The stats are not looking the best. We are making money here and there, but we're slowly losing 1.3 million monthly, and we don't have much more left before it's bye-bye, restart the game. Now, I was going to be doing a facelift if you're continuing on with the season and the playthrough that we're doing at the moment. But a keen-eyed viewer of mine has pointed out the fact that we are way behind on our cars. Particularly the van is 10.5 months behind on the stock, and it has got a demand for, which one is it? Do I go on? Here we have got 3,910 pre-orders remaining. We've only made 55 cars, whilst how many we've delivered. That's not good. So we need to ideally do a quickest possible facelift ever done to turn these round so we can produce more cars. I think the problem was the factories just didn't have enough staff. They were taking too long to order the staff in because I wanted too many high qualities and I wouldn't pay enough money for them. So the production of the cars did not kick off at the time it was meant to. So that's a boo-boo on me. So I think we need to try and fix this as soon as possible. Or I can go into the save files and go back and fix it there. But that's not the aim of the game. You can't do that in real life, so we won't be doing that. So wish me luck. Hopefully the factories don't take too long to reopen and we don't spend too much money. And we can get these orders turned around as fast as possible. I was trying to find if you can produce more vans, but the only way I think you can do it is maybe by going to the factory settings itself and up in current production, which is probably what I need to do actually, innit? Definitely while we're waiting for the new factories to come out. And I'm guessing core stuff, we need to pump this up a bit more. Maybe that will help. I have no idea. We do need to do it to the fancy stuff as well. Oh wait, are you apparently already up to maximum? But go away. You're done with now. You can go. That's a weird mechanic. Let's make sure that was the plain one. Plain one's done, and you're apparently boosted up as well. Let's try and boost you up just a little bit more. Ideally, I wanted you to oh, I see. So it comes on, goes off. Gotcha. Does that mean we need to crank out more engines as well? Probably. We'll just bump everything up. while we try and fix the other settings. Right, so you're all cranked up. Good. And you're all fully staffed at the moment. Yeah, see, look, we weren't staffed. If we look at these lines here, that's how unhealthy it has been, I think. Oh no, this is just all out conditions and stuff. Okay, so you're not in the best of shapes as a factory, are you? Your staff employment is done though. Apparently overstaffed, but that's not the case, surely. Right, now time to go do some facelifts. And then hope that this stuff fixes itself out while we're waiting for them to be produced. No, this is a new car. I wanted a facelift. We will go for the van first, as that's given us the most problems. My keen-eyed viewer also asked what chassis I was using on the van. Now, I don't really want to change the chassis because I just outright can't. But for his information, it's a space frame. It's not the ladder or the heavy duty ladder. So there's your question answered. I imagine he wanted it to be the heavy duty one because it's a van and all that. But no, this van does alright. If you look at the stats, okay, it's not as happy anymore. Body age is gone down. Alright, so we almost, okay, there's no point giving this truck a facelift. We just need to do a new vehicle, right? We'll do a new city run, and then after that one, we'll do a new sports car after that's come out. Now, I was just looking at the new bodies we got. Ideally, I wanted a hatchback and a van if we're going to continue the trend, but there's not many options. And we do have this one here. Well, that comes up as a van, but I don't think that comes up as the hatchback. No, see, hatchback, we are limited to nothing really. There's nothing in hatchbacks that's come out new. So what we'll do is we'll do a van, and then we can design the body to be more suited for van stuff. And then we can probably do a mixture of van and pickup and heavy van and a wagon. We could throw that in there, hopefully. We might be able to get away with a sedan. So we'll see what we can do. Probably not a sedan, because it needs to be a delivery sort of thing. Not what I wanted to do, but I do rake in a bit of money. Ideally, I wanted it to be a city car. But, yeah, we're right. I'm sure the city car's got to be a hatchback. We might be able to get away with doing one as... So, are you a van as well? Where did that body go? I don't think you're a van as well. All picking out bodies, isn't it a fun thing to do? No, you are a van as well, so we'll go for this one, and we'll see what sort of fun things we can make. Gone for 2.7 meter wheelbase. Right, so hear me out, guys. I've tried to go for a happy medium in these settings, just because, you know, I want to try and be more versatile in this factory of body trims that we can make and get away with. So, maybe some questionable settings there, but let me know if you feel I'm an idiot in the comments. I love reading all the information and tips that you guys can get, because it helps me learn, and I really don't take any offense to anything you write. So feel free to put what you feel I should be doing. And hey, you never know, I might even argue back. Probably won't. If you do enjoy a bit of automation content, do feel free to like and subscribe. Oh, I'm looking at these bodies and I think I've messed up already. Unless we stay away from the van. But then, like, the options, you've got family, like, these are the budgets that we can make. But then we go to this, you know, people that want to buy things. Obviously, there's more in the city and budget like I was going for. Family vehicle, though, there was around a family budget. It's not a bad shout, is it? They're not the easiest to make, the family cars, for some reason. Commuter, yeah, we've got some numbers. It's definitely a lot higher over here. Light delivery. It's what I was trying to make. Right, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna make a light van. I'm just going to go back and change this body. Wait, I'm confused. This is the body I had. Is that the van? Oh, okay. So the van just didn't look like a van because of the amount of windows it had. Well, at least that keeps things normal, doesn't it? I should have actually looked at the logos. Yeah, there we go. There's a van. Right, let's shape this bad boy. Right, I think that'll do. I'm not going to go too crazy. It doesn't look like a van. It's quite annoying. It's got 5 doors. But I suppose if it was outy slidey door, that would make more sense. But I don't think they had those in the 1953s. But none the least, this is our van that we've decided to go for. It's a thing. What's this? Oh, the beef. Oh, don't ruin that. I expected to get a bit more height. But yeah, there we go. There's our van. I think we'll have to make a new engine. And the sports engine will have to be after this one's complete. Rear-wheel drive, as usual. Before we start designing the engine, it's probably best we have a look what engine capacity we're allowed up to. So, in our own country, have they improved it? Are we allowed now up to 1.5? No, I think that's exactly what it was. And then this one, oh, it's still 1.3 times. Well, this one is a less than 2 litre, so we're only going to get... So maybe aim for 1.5, but I'd like to make it inline 6. Is it time we brought out the inline 4s? And we've got a safety rating in now, 715. We're normally pretty good with that. No energy emissions yet. And leaded fuel ban is coming in 20 odd years, so we're still going to be using lead. Right, let's make an engine. Now for 1.5, you're not going to get much options, are you? This is a 2 litre inline 4. Would you ever have a 1.5 inline 6? I'm just not sure. It's less tooling and stuff and materials for a inline 4, so we will save some money. But do we now make it a 1.5, or do we take that little hit and make it a 2 litre? It does make some people want it less, but that means people aren't going to want it. It will be a 2.2. So we try and do 1.5 again, just to try and keep it under the regs. We are going to try and make this accessible as possible, I guess. Okay, I'm going to do the 1.5 litre, but I'm going to try and keep the stroke quite short. To where, well, there you go. That's the reason why I'm going to do it. We don't need the bigger capacity. We want the more revs power because it's a smaller engine, and I've got a plane going over it. So yeah, plane's gone. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep the stroke short as possible, while almost trying to keep them square. If you know what I mean. It's a bit weird, but yeah, just making it up as I go along. Overhead cam, we go for the 2 valves, and we've improved it to performance level. We're going to try and keep the emissions good on this car, just to improve our learning on that, give us a head start. If I had some money flowing in, I would go to the research and make sure we were researching some of that sort of stuff. But for now, we'll have to do what we got. We do choose forged, and we tend to go heavy. Yeah, because we do lose a bit of power and stuff if we choose any of the others. Oh, we do have forged heavy, and we do have some familiarity to it. So I reckon we should switch up to that now. And that'll help us get some more power. Now we are inline 4. Now I always thought these were near enough balanced because they're even numbered. But apparently, I think they're not as balanced as they are. So I'm going to put a harmonic damper on there. Or do we put balancing shafts on? No, because that's a lot more money. This will do. Not too much to do here. We like to crank it up to here. We'll hopefully have a bit less spring inch, and we'll probably bring the cam profile down to help with emissions, and imagine this will need cranking up just a little. That's all guessing. Shall we put a supercharger on it? It makes the engine a lot more money, so let's try and make it naturally aspirated first and see how well we can do. Probably eco, but then we do have DCO, which is direct semi-carotid, I can't remember. We're not very familiar with it. It improves airflow by quite a lot, but fuel efficiency goes right down, so we don't want that. Single carby, give it a go. Fuel, obviously, this is what we're doing. Will any of these make a good difference to reliability? No, so basically we go for maybe engineering time goes up quite a lot. I think we get away with compact for the engine we've got. The exhaust and stuff, we normally just stick to cast, but then the weight goes up, engineering time goes up, only by a little bit, but material cost stays the same. So we'll go for the cast mid, see how that works for us. That all stays the same. We always have a little bit of baffler going on there. I wonder if this improves emissions if you'd had 2 of those on there. Baffled. It would be a little bit extra money, but... And the weight goes up a little bit. Airflow is restricted a little bit. Engineering time goes up a little bit. But it will be coming soon. I don't think it's needed just yet. I think we'll leave that off to try and save some money. What are we looking at? 503.6 horsepowers. And the conrods are moaning. Really? Why would you be moaning? You're the best we got. There's not really much more we can do here. I don't know why you're moaning so much. Oh, we have got it set to 5.5 revs apparently, which is yeah, quite a lot of revies. So let's bring that down. We definitely need to be below 8. 5,000 revs is quite a lot for back then. We'll put it 4.8 and see if we can get away with that. Does the balancing shaft help a little bit? Yeah, it does. Maybe a bit more balancing. Ruins the throttle response, but we are getting better reliability and smoothiness. So we crank it all the way up. Yeah, we'll crank it all the way up. And we'll see what else we can fix for that throttle response. We're going to look at our graphs. Now it's all at this end, which isn't quite natural at all. Can we spread it out a bit more, make it more lean? Make that a bit more retarded. Maybe make that a bit more rich. No, make that a bit more lean. We've got ginormously small. That's an oxymoron. Carburetor, but that is ruining reliability, making it bigger. So maybe we'll keep it a bit small. Keep those curves that way. Come into the compression, that's too high. It feels like we're making a turbo engine here. Something's not right. So if we go into here, our idle rev is at 500 revs. We can easily crank that up. So let's move this up a little bit more. We actually move out quite a lot more. There we go. Put it after 1,000. We can now crank up that compression a bit more. Ah, there we go. It's a bit more along the roof as well. So that's a bit more of a happier engine. Power all the way along the throttle instead of just at the start. We're getting some nice amount of horses. It's doing a weird dip here. I'm sure that's somewhere where I've broken with other settings. You're not looking too bad. Exhaust and all that stuff. The exhaust is ginormous. I don't think you need to be that big, mate. Let's make you a bit smaller. Same for the headers. We can make them smaller. Don't need them so big. It means we can bring the compression down a little bit. Fuel. Yeah, you're not too bad. The valves, they're a bit big, but we'll see what we can do there. Timing now. We can make that go a bit more advanced. There we go. Let's get rid of that compression issue. Maybe we can make the timing go up even more. There we go. I don't think we need to do much of the fuel map. And then we can actually build up that compression a bit more, which should make us a bit more reliable. Very good. Required cooling, 6 point... I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Engine price is only 329 at the moment, so that's good for the engine price. We're looking at 56.6 horsepower. From an inline 4, we were getting that from our inline 6s. So I'm not too unhappy with that. I'd prefer to get the reliability up a little bit more. Where would you put that reliability setting? Would you maybe go 2 on there? Because what we got, 3, it's still quite a cheap engine. Then maybe 2 quality on there. It's only 350. Reliability has gone up. Everything else is crying a little bit. Let's look at the springs. Is that the cam valves? It is. We need to bring the cam valves a little bit down. Maybe something like that. Sort out the fuel again. We'll make it a little bit more rich. Maybe a bit more rich. There we go. And then bring that retardedness down a bit. Looking good. Nice boost of torque early on. The idle was a bit low. We could sort that out a little bit, but I didn't want to touch any of my balancing because we got it cranked right out. We can maybe make it a bit more stiff, which is going to make it less reliable. So we're going to bring that down until we get a little bend. There we go, get a little bend, and then we go back up until we're happy if that's not going the wrong way. Somewhere around there is good enough. Right, I'm happy with those stats. I think I'm happy with all my graphs. That is actually falling over by this bit more, but it's a bit more heavy on the throttle earlier on, a bit less up there to make it a bit more smooth, surely. That's going to be the engine done. We'll do the detailing at the end. Oops, I almost carried on without talking to you guys. Right, let's go through all the settings we've got and things that we put on the car. And then I'm going to fix all the settings and hopefully get a bit more green up here. We've got a little bit going on. It seems to be happier as a heavy-duty lorry and van and stuff. And for some reason we're always hitting that family utility market. But anyway, so we've got 91 desired normalized and 158 on the heavy one. So we are close. Let's see if we can make it better though. Okay, I've done what I can. I'm going to set the target to light vehicle. I don't know if that makes a difference. Maybe it does in advertisement. Who knows? But that's got a bigger criteria, so we're going to click on that. And it's still within their budget, so we can hopefully make some money. Right, so here's the car. We've got it to 107.5 normalized desired. And the heavy lorry one is 181.9. So we're still good for all of those. And the stats are showing utility sort of vehicle, some big chunky wheels. We got some brakes that are overly sized because it's always moaning about the brake size disc. Off skid plan, airflow and stuff going well. We have 3 seats, standard interior with premium entertainment, and we've made it a bit heavier. Suspension wise it's just practically normal, and the safety, not suspension, the steering is normal and the safety is cranked up a little bit with some extra quality. We've got a utility suspension layout which I've then come off the dampness a little bit to make it a bit more comfy, which made everyone want to drive it. So that's the car finished. Let me slap on some detail quickly. I'm not going to go too crazy, just something to make it a bit more fun. Right, apart from changing the liquor paints, I think that will do. Looks alright to me. Looks quite shabby. I was going to put a custom image on the windows, But yeah, too much effort going on there. I did have some loaded up, but it weren't popping up. So that's what you saw at the very end. So yeah, let's slap a new colour onto this car. Oh, you could do so many different tones. What happened there? Right, colour. Where? Okay, that makes more sense. So all body panels, but obviously it doesn't include the roof. Yeah, classic. Edit this paint. We'll go for white, no flake. Maybe grey. We'll go for grey. Less shine, less shine. There we go. So then obviously we just need to convert the rest of the colours. And wha-bam! There we go, I'm quite happy with that. Nice two-tone going on. I like the grey peeking through the windows. There's a bit of extra class. All it kind of needs is some wooden panelling. And then it'll really suit the era that it's in. Right, let's move on. Right, that's the light vehicle done. I may as well clone it and see if we can just get a family utility, was it, that kept bumping up? There we go. And hopefully it comes up as a budget, because that would be even better for the market. Obviously we need to change the name of this. The People's City Car, well, obviously wasn't the right name for what we just built. The city's family utility will do. Utit. There we go. Let's change this car up quickly. It does come up as budget. I think that's what we want, isn't it? So we look at the size, family budget. Yeah, great. That's what we want to be hitting. Might as well check my price while I'm here. Budget to spread and all that. There's not much margin. So we need to try and get this car cheap as possible. Well, the ratings are pretty darn good throughout the whole spread. Even family budget is coming up there. So maybe we might even be able to throw one of those into the factory. I know I was meant to keep this just like a utility thing, but hey, if they like it, they'll like it. The cost is a bit high, so let's see if we can improve that without making them too upset. Okay, so here's the plan. We look at the criteria. We are, with the money we spent, which is 5,593, which is obviously probably a little bit more than that. We look in here, we're hitting utility premium there, and that's about it really. That's our market. That's what I'm putting it as. I'll try to make it a little bit more comfy and better for them, and we're also hitting these other markets just about. So I think we should sell some cars off this model, and I think what we need to do is make a sedan model, because that's the only thing that's stopping people from using this as a family car. Right, so next car up, it's going to be the family car, so we just need to change the body and some other settings, and that one will be ready to go. Let's see if it's possible and can still make a profit, or do we just delete it? Okay, I think that will be it for this car. We're in the green, so that's always a good start. We've changed some of the settings here and there, not gone too crazy, as the theme of the car hasn't really changed much from the one we copied it from. I probably have got ginormous brakes that we don't need, but for now, I'm just going to leave it. Oh, wow. We can shorten that off a little bit. Not as much. So going to leave it as it is and hope for the best. Not many warnings on this one, so that's good. We are hitting some other markets, so that's good. Okay, turns out the car we just made is not going to do as well as we want it to do, but it's still in the green, so let's sort these all out and proceed, I reckon. And then we need to make sure we got the factories running. Now, I think we're going to sell the old factory and just make a new one, which is going to cost a lot of money. But the old factory couldn't keep up with the demand, so yeah, we need to get rid of that. Right, I was just mucking around because I realised I could probably put steel panel bodies on, but it weighs so much more. The car's engine is underpowered, so I'm going to keep this one as it is for now. And just fingers crossed doesn't cause too many issues. Oh, your guys are fine. I have to click through these just to make sure they're happy. Right, back to sorting the factory out. So we've got a medium-sized one just to up the capacity we can make. Hence why I thought, well, we've got to get the steel press anyway, so because of the frame that we chose. It is what it is. They're lightweight, but they're not as safe as they could be. Right, let's sort these shifts out and hopefully not ruin ourselves this time. Right, the set standard is months, units, 1 shift. So this staff employment, staff required is a lot. Months until first shift, 6, because it takes that long to hire it. So this is what I messed up last time. So we go up, 41 months to get the quality up. But we put the wages up, it's better. But then we ruin what we do here or something. I don't know, but 16 months is a bit long to be waiting for our cars to start selling. 8 months is not as bad. But we'll just... Quality, 7 months. A little bit of both and both. We'll put this up. And that will have to be it. And we're not making money. Okay, so... We've got to sort something out here, haven't we? We'll just have to bring the wages down. And the quality down a little bit. That's 8 months. And we're making less money. But we can make a little bit here, I guarantee it, by bumping that up, maybe, and bring that down. But we'll have to do something here. Why are we not making enough money? Everything else isn't set up, so maybe we ignore this for now. Get the engine set up so they're being made. And then we'll come back and sort the rest of this out, because the recall is not looking the best. Probably should make it more automation than anything. It needs to be up there somewhere. Tooling needs to be... Oh my days. Tooling needs to be there somewhere for the recall. I'm normally happy with 0.3. Right, let's see what else we can fix then. Maybe make the cars cheaper. But then we'll have to just maybe just sell them for more than they're worth and just hopefully they sell. Right, we're just trying to mess around with all the settings, and it feels like no one wants this family premium car. We knew it was a bit rubbish, and it's not matching up anywhere with the sort of budgets that we feel might be profitable, making any sort of dent. So I think we're going to have to get rid of it. Well, I've darted back into the engine for some reason. I don't think they want. I think they want some more power, so I'm going to try and give that to them best as I can, which isn't turned out to be super easy. I imagine I'm going to blow my budget. But I also realised we're not hitting car emissions, and we're only getting 15.9 miles per gallon, which doesn't seem like much to me. So if we can fix that, I will. Right, I'm going to stop there. I've been back and forth on these settings for ages. I've got grass that I'm not used to making. We've stuck a supercharger in all sorts. Here's the outcome. We got 56 brake horsepower at 46,000 revs. This is a inline 4, remember. It's only a 1.5, which puts it in the second tax category. We've got some forged internals and bits. Supercharger, all the compressions all sorted. We're messing around with fuel. We're doing, people, 25 miles per gallon. That's an extra 10 more miles per gallon than we had. So that's pretty good. We're actually hitting some energy, what do you call it? Emissions. We're actually hitting the right emissions. The cost of the engine is under £800, so hopefully we're still doing okay there. The reliability is up to 58.8, so that's good. We're happy with that. Apparently we still got to do something about the engine. There we go. Not moaning about top speed anymore. We still got a good normalized rating, so I think we can almost continue. If we can bring the price down without hurting our rating too much, I will do. Okay, here's the new setup. We've managed to get the materials down. I think it was by about 500 cost, so that should make a big difference, hopefully. We've downsized the gears, we dequalityed the wheels, we've still got brake fade. I've just made the brakes a little bit smaller, probably maybe make them more comfortable, more brake power, less brake fade. We'll leave that. The aeroness, we reduced the cooling just a little bit. Interior, we left that as it was. Not really much we can do there. Couldn't do much here. I think I might brought the quality down by 1. And suspension, we put the suspension quality to normal. And that's it. Hopefully this is going to be a winner. We're down to 164 now. It was on about 200, so we only come down 35 in that little rating there. And we still got a 60.1 match in the demographic chart. So let's hope this is the one. Alright, let's hope the family utility premium sorted. It does come up with budget. Oh, which one's got a higher... Could be budget in it, surely. Don't want to click on that. I want to click on a demographic size. Yeah, there's a bigger family there, so we can aim for this one instead, which is the budget, which is still getting a huge normalized desirability. We've now brought down the price of the car quite a lot, like a fair bit. So hopefully that does it. We're not moaning about speed anymore. I did just change the power of the engine, so some settings are going to want to be changed. Let's do it. Well, do we need a skip in? I don't think we do. Do they care? They care about it a little bit. Makes it 200 cheaper not to have it. Apparently fuel economy goes down. We'll leave it off. I'd rather have it a little bit cheaper so we can make that money. So brakes need adjusting again. No, that's the wrong one. Doesn't matter too much. I'm not too fussed about brake fade. That's just a common thing. That looks like that's all sorted. This is the safety. That's all fine. Ratings are good. Safe is safe. Suspension looks alright. Drivability is good there. So, yeah, I think this car is good to go. So we brought the prices down on both of these. And we made them a lot more desirable. Like a huge amount desirable. So let's hope that... Probably did need to change some settings, but it is as it is. Well, let's hopefully make some money now. Let's sort the factories out first. Right, I haven't actually changed any of these settings yet, so hopefully we've not changed much. So yeah, we're coming out in 20 months. We've got it down to 3.39 million cost and stuff like that. We've done all this. We've reduced the learning, unfortunately, but hopefully that's what I've got wrong, and we'll make some money now. But let's sort the engines out, and, you know, fingers crossed. Oh, I just don't get it. Why are we not making money? What is going on? The desirability's there, the profit's there. We're not spending too much money. Cost to produce. Oh, it's cost me 13.4 to produce. So does that mean, like, that's just not possible then, is it? To hit that criteria of margins. Surely, the amount of money we're spending, it's like one of these. I just don't understand it. Normally I'd be able to get at least like 50%. At least. But then they're unhappy. So what are we doing wrong? Oh, if anything, I just made it worse than what we had it before. Oh, this is tragic. Well, you think you got it all together, and suddenly the game's like, nope, you need to sort yourself out. So I want to steel press is the way to go. I wonder if that helps with cost of like labour and things. I don't know what exactly is costing me the most money. Well, changing the steel definitely dropped the price down by quite a bit. What was that, like 4,200? So yeah, it's not another 300 off-ish. I've only changed a couple of settings now. The car's moaning about low reliability. What are you on about? I thought probably best to have a space frame, as it's a lot quicker engine timing. And then I realised it was bad, but what have I even changed? This is crazy. Right, so the family utility is still doing okay, but we're getting at low reliability, and all we did was change some body parts underneath from aluminium to steel. But like, it doesn't make that much of a difference now when I change it back. Unless this is now because of the other settings to do with the other tabs. Maybe. I'm not sure. Right, some of the settings aren't updating, so I think I've broke the game a little bit. If we, yeah, let's just constantly got a wheel going. Right, stop now. Are you going to tell me that I've done this car? No, but I definitely have done you. So let's back out and restart the game, I think. It is definitely not happy. Whatever I do, it keeps going worse. How have I made them worse? I've made the cars cheaper, but yet the profits have come out worse. What am I doing so badly with these margins? I really don't get it. I've tried to... So right, that's the thing. At least I've learned something. In the car factory, if we look at their settings, worker quality, it will change the reliability of the cars. But obviously at a cost of the engines coming in very late. But obviously you can go up and then counter that with paying more money. But obviously paying more money will mean you lose. So maybe you want to go less there. And yeah, still really bad. Like the selected product will be ended before this factory. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not really paying attention. I'm just testing things out. So obviously worker quality does make a difference to the final product. Money, man, money. And how much they want to buy it afterwards. Maybe don't reduce worker quality when it comes to those settings. The engine is so expensive. Let's pay him less. Worker quality would be terrible, I'm sure. When the engine come out later, 21, which compared to the cars, it's a lot sooner still. And the cars are now £500 cheaper to make, the engines. But we're still not making, but we're making even less money now from what we first started with. I don't know if I've broken something or what. They make this funding cheaper, maybe that's Rilma cars. They have come back up now, they are more desirable. But still, we've done something wrong for them not to be able to make money. Maybe be more wasteful, that costs us more money in materials, I'm sure, funding, cheaper, learning, work. Nothing's really making that much of a difference that I can see. Automated makes it cheaper, not more expensive. Optimized, you think make it cheaper because the materials are going down by quite a lot. Reliability, you think make it faster and that. We don't really need to mess about that just yet because of this engineness. Cheaper. And then more reliable. Oh, too reliable. And then we see if this does to the money price side of things. I am getting rather stressed with this one car for some reason. Not even go to the target down here. We're not even making cars apparently. They're taking over 10 years to make the cars and the factory was taking too long to build. We got estimated and required. There's no required. I don't know. Maybe I should be mixing the car genres up. All coming out at the right time. Obviously I need a bigger engine thing. But it's not going to do too much for us. I don't get it. I really don't get it. So it's just the one that's better. Family budget. Let's delete that. But I know it's probably the one that's making me... Oh, I could have done that thing where I selected it off the car thing. See what's one that actually cost me money, making me money. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the one that's caning my profits. I don't understand why. Maybe I've misunderstood my budget that I get, but it does seem about right. Budget and spread. So is that total budget? Family car budget. Budget spread. Or was that 4,000 either way of this? No, it doesn't make sense, that. Doesn't make sense. So I'm getting fed up with this one. I think I keep going too big. My main campaign thing is practically dead. It was going to be this, I had to save it. And I'm thinking, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. But I am going to do that. I'm going to see you all in a new season. This has been horrible. I don't think we've done anything. Keep it real, stay safe and share that love. Please give me a like for the pain of this episode. Tell me where I was going wrong, please, in the description below. And hopefully we'll be able to redeem ourselves in the next season. See you over there, and bye-bye.